Hello everybody, guess what? It's Racine with Happiness, and we're going to chat, and I'm going to share a moment that happened with Racine this morning. She lost her temper. She got upset, and she had
Everybody here's been retired
to
a while.
find out what she needed to redo to get her Moj back. So I went in for breakfast, and when you're living in a small space and you have pets and you think you can trust those pets or your children's or your spouse or your job, a lot of things happen that ruffles your feathers. Well, in a nutshell, when I came back to my vehicle, I had my little knit bag and my goodies next to my feet. Well, I've got two pets. You may have two children. You may have one spouse. You may have several jobs. But when someone messes with your stuff that have not been given permission to get into that, you get upset. Well, I had an empty bag of snacks, emptied, and I said, "Which one of you dogs did this?" They look at you and they just shake their head and they're like, they look at one another. "I'm not going to tell on you. You're not going to tell on me." And your spouse doesn't say anything, just calmly says, "Let's just pick it up. Let's move on." Well, Racine was still dealing with, she wants to get mad at something or someone or some things. And she's been told, and she even told herself, make sure you pick up stuff so your pets don't get in, because they don't know their own boundaries. I had a really good friend tell me, after I shared with what happened, this is my tip for you to get your Moj back. Close your eyes, count to 10, read a Bible scripture, put on a song, get your Moj back. You lost your temper. You loses your temper, and we're all human, and we all get into these situations. What do? I had to remove myself, not physically, but mentally and emotionally, to catch my breath, to calm myself back down. And how many of you can do the same thing? Slow down. And now I can't trust my dogs because they have gotten numerous times into my knitting bag, my knitting hooks made out of bamboo, and have chewed them. I had to buy a new set of knitting needles because at the end of the knitting needle, you've got your cord. One of my dogs bit that and broke the cord where I can't do my projects. So for a while, I have to put a muzzle on their face so that they can learn. There's certain things you can't get into because I've got to protect them, because they will get into anything and everything. Well, here's the other thing about Racine. She had to count to 10 because with taking out one of the dogs on the side of the sidewalk, there was a dead mouse. It's not going to hurt me, but the concept of it scaring the EBGBs out of me, my 3-year-old is still a puppy in some sense, and wants to investigate into everything. Wanted to play with that mouse, wanted to get into that mouse, wanted to sniff that mouse. And I'm at a time frame, I am taking him out to the bathroom. He needs to be doing his business. He would not move. So you know what Racine had to do? She had to move. I couldn't move the mouse because I'm petrified of him. Some other day I'll tell you the situation why. But I removed the dog so he could go off and do what he needed to do. Racine did what she had to do. So remember, wherever you're at, find out what works for you and helps you to keep calm, to keep doing what you have to do. I'm going to protect my stuff. I'm going to protect my animals. And I'm going to protect you by sharing who I am. We all have fears. We all have situations. But we have to learn how to deal with them. Not getting upset, because they still may come and they still may be there. But you got to move yourself. Have a great day until we meet again. It's chat time. Bye.